What is up, guys? Today I'll be going over my storage solution here for Marvel Champions, the card game. Basically, just how I organize and store all my cards going into 2026. Every single year, I improve on this a little bit slowly, one step at a time with my lazy storage solution right here. So let's go ahead and just jump into it here. I have like some of the expansion stuff still in the box. So I'll show you guys, how I organize that in a very easy to do way, but not that easy when you're actually like pulling cards out to play. But just it's easy to like put it in, and hopefully you can remember where you put your cards. So let's go and break into it here. We're gonna first start off with where I keep all my hero cards and the identity specific cards. So we have these like black, I guess these boxes here. I got them from Amazon. I think they're called like, actually I have no clue what they're called, but I'll put the link to this in the description of this video if you guys are interested. Basically, each time I see them on sale, I just like buy one. So currently I have two boxes. I think you need at least three, maybe four to completely like put all the cards that Marvel Champions has currently to fill them up. But right now I just have two. So hopefully in the future they'll go on sale and I can get some more. But this box right here is where I put all my hero cards and my identity specific cards right here. So we have like, for example, Spider-Man Peter Parker right here. He's the only one that's like in this like thicker sleeve that I've had since I was like a kid. So yeah, we have him right here, and then his identity specific cards right here. The obligation, the Nemesis set. So all my encounter cards are sleeved in penny sleeves, and then we have Dragon Shield Clear Matte for all the player cards right here. So the 15 Spider-Man cards, and then here we have like all the Web Warrior cards. So I have like Silk, we have SPDR, we got Spider Ham, and so on. And I just kind of like remember that. I know some people have like dividers that say that, or like say the specific hero. That's probably a much better way. I don't have that. So I just have like Web Wars here, and then we have Shield characters here. So we have like Maria Hill. We got what else we got? We got Winter Soldier right here. Yeah, so I just kind of remember, and if I forget, I just like look through all of it, which takes a lot of time. But yeah, that's kind of how I have this organized. And we also have Guardians right here, right? So we got Adam Warlock. We have Star Lord. So I know a lot of you guys might be looking at this like, oh man, this is like very unorganized. But if you guys have seen my older videos that I'll put somewhere on the screen, this is a lot a lot better. So hopefully some of you guys are proud of me right now for what I have set up here. We have Gamora and we have Drax right here with like the Guardians. So this is like the Web Warrior slash Shield slash Guardian type of like sets, because these heroes, there's not that many of them in the game. Like I think each one of them has like less than 10, so we just have them all in this one row right here. This row is the Avengers and the champions. So we have like some champions over here. Like we have Miles in the Web Warrior stuff. So like I mean I just like associate Miles more with the Web Warrior stuff, like the Spider stuff. So I have them there. And we have champions right here. So we have like Ironheart. Oh, you guys can't see that. So we have like Ironheart. Oh, we also have Shuri Black Panther here. Ooh, I kind of messed it up. So you guys can see it's not the best thing, especially whenever it's all the way maxed out. But let me see. We have Kamala's cards right here with Amir Khan. She's a champion. And yeah, it's just because the champions don't fit with the rest of this. So we have Shuri Black Panther as a Wakanda card. And then we have the other champions here with like Nova. You guys see that? Yeah, Nova. And then we have Miss Marvel. And then we have Ironheart right here. So let me actually, I'm just going to leave Ironheart out so we're able to go to the rest of these cards more easily. So here we have the Avengers, starting with after Shuri, we have Valkyrie right here, right? So we got Asgard Avenger, then we got Thor next to Valkyrie, and then we have Black Panther T'Challa. He should actually be right next to Shuri. So I don't know. I think I mixed that up. So let's put him right back there next to Shuri. And then like the rest of the Avengers right here. So we got like Captain America, we got Hulk, and so on. So all these right here are just the Avengers cards. And there's a crap ton of Avengers. So that's why I have like so many cards of Avengers here. This whole entire row is basically just the Avengers. And we have like a few champions. And then Shuri Black Panther, who's not an Avenger or a champion. And then back here, the blue sleeves here are for Doctor Strange. So Doctor Strange got his invocation deck right here. So that's just why I sleeve the invocation deck in the blue sleeves. So if I'm ever looking for Doctor Strange, I can easily just jump over to the blue ones. And then that's where Doctor Strange has. He can have separate sleeves because those don't get shuffled in with anything else. So let's put Ironheart back in here. next to Kamala Khan and in front of Shuri. All right, so we're gonna put Ironheart back in right there. All right, so that's the second row. And you guys can probably guess the third row here is just going to be the X-Men. So I think we have the X-Force separated, which is very nice. Man, I'm proud of myself. So right here we got some X-Force heroes. Oops. I got Deadpool, and then we got Psylocke, and then we got Cable, and then we also got X-23 here. Wait a minute, I'm missing someone, aren't I? Oh, Domino is, oh, she's somewhere mixed in there. Angel's a three-side hero, which I'll show you guys in a bit. So, like, we have the X-Force characters in the front right here, and then we have Magneto. Um, coming out right here. I know you guys can't really see that on screen. And then we have, of course, we gotta have Rogue right next to Magneto, right? So we just have all the X-Men cards right here. Let's go through them a little bit. I think Domino is somewhere back here. Yeah, so we have Nightcrawler. We got like Phoenix coming out right here. And then we have, just all the X-Men characters. Where is, let me see. What the? Oh, that's not good, guys. I don't know where Domino is. Where did I put Dom? Oh, she's over here. Okay, okay. She's X-Force, guys. Let me move Domino. So Domino should be with the other X-Force characters. Nar Aaron's is not going to be happy that I lost Domino for a second there. But yeah, so we have X-Force here, and we have the rest of the X-Men behind there. And yeah, the mutants, there's a bunch of them, right? We have the trilogy of that Marvel Champion, so we have a whole row dedicated to just mutants. And it's going to be like the X-Men and X-Force characters here. And then in the back here, we have the three-sided heroes. So I got few shots in our antlers. I was just talking about him for these sleeves here for three-sided heroes. I believe that he said that he got them on Etsy for the Transformer card game here. So we have like the giant form here for Ant-Man with his tiny form, and he can change over his alter ego side. Same for the Wasp cards. And then we also have Angel right here. Warren, Archangel, and his angel form right here. So that's pretty neat here. I have these just in the back just because they don't fit in these things right here. So we just have this here, and we have their hero cards right here. So we got that's the Ant-Man stuff, and then we have the Wasp stuff, and then we got the Angel stuff, yeah. And the reason why I have this way was actually I bought my core set used, and when I got the core set, they were actually sleeved in this type of way, where the encounter cards were sleeved with penny sleeves, and the other cards, the player cards, were sleeved with something else. So like whenever I looked at the all the cards, I could kind of see like the difference here, right? Like all the encounter cards like separate each set of player cards. So I actually thought that was pretty neat to see, and I just kind of like copied that and kept on doing that with my cards here. So yeah, I think I have every single hero right here. And yeah, so these are all the heroes that I got. And then let's close this box. Okay, so this is the box I have for the heroes. Let's go on to the next box here. And these are some scratch marks here because Sesame likes to, she's looking at me right now. She knows I'm talking about her, but my cat likes to mess with stuff. So I think she kind of messed this one up a little bit. But yeah, so this one right here is where I put the aspect cards. And I definitely care a lot more about player cards than I do about like the encounter cards. So these are a lot more neat, and they're in better state, the Dragon Sheet stuff here. So you guys can probably tell just by looking at it, but this is pretty, I think it's pretty organized here, right? We have the leadership cards right here. So it's just like, let's pull some out here. We have like Blaze of Glory, Rapid Response, Strength Diversity. These are the cards that I more commonly use. And then the ones right here in the back are ones I use less. So like Summoning Spell is only for like Mystic characters. So like if I want to play Mystic character with this, then I'll like just have to sleeve it up, and I probably just will keep it sleeved there. I don't have enough Dragon Shield sleeves for all the cards, so I'm so slowly like getting sleeves. But I just do this a very lazy way where like whenever I need the card, I'll sleeve it. And until then, the cards will just kind of remain unsleeved for a bit. I used to sleeve and unsleeve everything because I did not have enough sleeves. But now I think I have like a decent amount to where like the ones that aren't used probably won't get used that much anyway, so they just stay unsleeved. I have like dupes of like the power leadership and stuff like that. So yeah, yeah. So I mean, these are the cards I use less often, and the ones I use more often are usually going to be sleeved here. So we look at here for the aggression cards. I mean, Clobber. That's like one of my favorite aggression events. We have the Wasp ally with the Wolverine ally, Thor ally, right? So these cards are used a little bit more often. And then the uncommon ones. Let's look back here. We got like Aggressive Energy. We got the She-Hulk ally. We got Fusillade. So these cards I just use a lot less often. And they might have like some dupes like the Handkin. I think I only have like 1 or 2 copies of these sleeves. So I have one unsleeved right here. And as you know, for my custom deck build or my custom gameplay requests that a lot of my channel members request for me, they often have decks that have like less common cards. So these will often like get sleeved there and they just stay in the sleeve section. So that's just like the easiest way for me to do it. So I don't have to like dedicate time just to sleeve all this. But yeah, we got leadership aspect cards here, aggression stuff here, justice cards here, and protection cards right here. If you guys have seen like my first storage solution video, like I think it's like 2 years ago, whenever I first started playing, I used to have my decks like pre-built, and I would try to like build decks without duplicating those cards. At this point now, I mean, I just do it this way, right? So we got the protection cards, perfect defense stuff, hard to ignore. So we got defense conditioning, ready for a fight. These are like the more popular cards I use more often. And then we have like some more niche cards over here, right? Like we got like tackle, we got med team. I think I do have some of these sleeved though, like the med teams. Yeah, I got like bait and switch, some of the cards I use less often. And we have the justice cards right here. Okay, and here in the back, it's the basic cards. Like the basic cards is gonna be like the most, right? So let me turn this a little bit so you can see better. So here in the back, we got the resource cards. So I have a bunch of these sleeved because I did a video where I used like Doctor Strange for like 25 playing cards. So I have a bunch of resource cards sleeved for that. But I probably just unsleeve this stuff because I don't really use them that often, right? We just need like one set of like each different art. So there's like the Shield art here with the Power and all of us. We have like the Avengers art with Strange, Hulk, and Thor. We have like the newer Avengers here with the Civil War expansion, and then we have like the mutant um the mutant art here for this. And then yeah, so that's just kind of what we got going on there. So I have all the double resources, right here in the back. And then right here I got player side schemes. So we got like build support, superpower training, the ones I use the most often up in the front. And then yeah, just having these separated. And then a lot of player side schemes have linked cards. So like the specialized train right here, there's gonna have 4 linked cards that can only come into play with clearing this side scheme. So this is just like next to this. We have like this leadership one, new recruits from Magneto's hero pack, where these 4 new X-Men allies are linked to this card right here. And I believe we got redemption and show of empathy right here as well, right? So just all the player side schemes kind of in one separate area. So like if I want to just grab like build support for like a deck, then I just grab it off of there. So we have that right here. And they're separated by like these cushion things right here. These came in the box, so that's pretty cool. I have like these also came in the box, like these like divider things, but I find myself like messing up with my fingers, like whenever I try to like grab a specific card from here, especially if it's like packed tight. But if it's like loose like this, then it's easier to like just like shuffle through whatever I want. But since these are kind of tighter, I just use a little sponge thing to separate the resource cards. We got player side schemes, and then here we have the basic cards. Oh, and the pool aspect is just kind of like right here by itself because there's not that many pool aspect cards. So these are like the more common ones that I use. And then the other pool aspect cards I actually have still unsleeved in Deadpool's hero pack. So I still keep like the claim shells, like these things right here. I'll show you guys that in a little bit, how I do that. But yeah, with pink here to remember that's Deadpool. With the Crisis of Infinite Deadpool is this quote unquote nemesis set for Deadpool. Stick to Infinite. These are like the more popular Deadpool cards that I use more often. So I just have them right here because they're already sleeved up. And if anyone requests me to use the other Deadpool cards, then I'll sleeve that up, and then probably just add that to here. Here we got all the basic cards. Let me just grab a bunch of them out. So we have like, of course, we got Nick Fury, we got Gambit, Face of Past, Mockingbird, like the more popular ones. And I don't know how many copies of the Mansion and Nick Fury I have sleeved. Probably a lot throughout here. I'm pretty lazy about unsleeving them, but I probably don't need that many copies. So yeah, we have like a bunch of the X-Men stuff here in the back as well, like Honor X-Men, Nick Fury. We have all 3 of these sleeved, but if I want to find a card to actually look through all this, and the basic ones are like the worst ones to look through because there's not really that much of an order compared to like the aggression ones, the leadership ones. So yeah, we have like Team Dinner Exercise right here. You guys can see that. With some Shield ones like Nick Fury Sr. and Agent 13. Got the eye pack right there for X-Force. Yeah, it's not really that organized. I just had to look through every single time. I gotta like fill in some basic cards. And these just get sleeved on the way. On the back here, we have basic cards that aren't sleeved, like the plasma pistol cards that I just use like less often. And then I have like, you guys, I don't know if you guys can see that. Yeah, you guys can see that. So there's like random cards that are sleeved here because these will be too difficult to find if I had to look through here. So I have it kind of separated by the unsleeved cards. So like this one, for example, it's like the Digging Deep set with White Fox. So if I'm ever playing Domino, I can just grab this. Or if I'm playing Starlord and I want to use a Digging Deep for like a one-turn kill, I'll also just grab these cards right here. So like I just separate the unsleeved cards here so they're easier for me to grab. Really, really lazy way to do this, guys. Next here we have, what is this? Oh, this should probably be, no, this is like more dedicated domino cards, I guess is what I meant to say. So yeah, we have like Sharpshooter here, Policy, and Alice Bear, because the Digging Deep stuff can be used sometimes without Domino, like with Magneto or other heroes. This is only going to be Domino. So Domino collection, we have a lot of stuff dedicated just for her. And then here, what do we got here? Oh, we have like the Power of Flight right here for like aerial heroes. And then what we got here, yeah, we just have like more of the basic resources here. So I don't really know why I got that going on there. But yeah, so that's what I have set up here for the aspect cards. So each time I play a game, I have to like, find and deck build whatever I want to. Usually it's not that long. Especially if I'm building a deck like off the top of my head, it'll probably be like, I don't know, 3 minutes to like just quickly build a deck. I just look through like the aspect I want if I'm playing like Justice, and then like basic cards, grab the side schemes if I want any, and then the basic doubles right here. If I'm doing like a deck list I'm following, like someone sent me and then they want me to play that deck, then it takes a little bit longer. Maybe like maybe up to like 10 minutes sometimes, just because like sometimes the cards are like in here, right? If it's like a card that I don't use often, like if someone requests me to play a deck with morale boost, you know, I'll look through all these cards and I'll be like, where's morale boost? And then I'll like find it like in the back here. So yeah, those are a little bit more difficult, but yeah, that's what we got going on here for the aspect cards. I think this is a big improvement from what I used to have. So I'm a big fan of this right here. Okay, let's go ahead and jump through the next thing here. So let's go over the scenario cards here, right? So the villain cards and the encounter cards. So let's do the core set box here first. So this core set box that I bought used has these dividers that came with it. So I'm a big fan of these dividers right here. I'm not sure exactly where you can get it, but I think I've seen them on Amazon before. So these things are really cool. They kind of separate the cards, and they were great when I just had the core set. I'll put hero cards in here as well. But now that I have like a full collection, it's just way too much to put in there. So it doesn't work that way anymore. But we have like the more popular scenarios that I like the most. So like these are like all my favorite scenarios are usually be in here because I play them more often. So I can just grab from here and then start playing. So like for example, I know we got Ronin and Venom Goblin right here, right? These are like my most two play scenarios. So I have like the Ronin encounter set, and we have the Venom Goblin encounter set right here. And then we just have the recommended modules in it, right? So Ronin's got his Power Stone. We've got the Milano, so Ship Command also in here as well. And we already have the that Ship Command right there. And we also have Decree Militants, which is another recommended module for Ronin. So all that's already like shuffled like already right here. And I just grab whenever I want to play Ronin, because usually I just play him with the recommended mods. For Venom Goblin, same thing. We got the Advanced Glider, which I know a lot of people hate with the remote navigation. We have Symbiotic Strength also here. So Venom Goblin's just set up here with that. We have like, his three main schemes. And yeah, I usually play them the most. So I remember where they are. They're usually just right here. For some reason, like I just chose this little box to put them in. Okay, here we got like Magneto and we got Thanos, right? So we got Thanos with like the Infinity Gauntlet, we got Magneto, and then the Acolytes right here all shuffled up already. So we just have the recommended stuff for that. I have my standard one and expert one. These are the ones I use the most often. So we just have these 10 cards, right here. Because if I'm pulling a villain, it's usually going to be from this box anyway. So I got to open it anyway. So I just grab the standard cards right there. Here, this one's a little bit weird. We have, because I use these a lot less often. So we have like standard 3 right here. And then we got standard 2. Because standard 3 is easier than standard 2. I think I use this more often than standard 2. So we have standard 2 after that. And then we have expert 2 right here. So standard 3, standard 2, expert 2. And we have Loki for some reason over here with his recommended module with like the enchantress. And we just have like some miscellaneous like scenarios right here. So that's what I got in this RAM section right here. So it's gonna get a lot more messy the more I go on, guys. So I know the hero cards, I think we're pretty nice. This stuff is gonna get not as nice here. So like here we got Ultron and APOC 1. So I also really like the scenarios. We have Ultron with his recommended set with Under Attack, and then we have Apocalypse here from the Agents or the Age of Apocalypse. So we got like Gene Pool, which is like the Infinite module that's recommended for him. So we have like also the Dark Riders as well. So we just have these two sets right here. And then I'm not gonna show you guys like all of it, but like basically just random scenarios that like usually I like more, right? So we have like the Enchantress right here from the Trickster Takeover scenario pack. We have Loki got Allies right here. I don't know why Loki, the other Loki, because I don't like the other Loki, but he's here for some reason. We have oh, what? Why is this on top? Oh, I think I needed this mod set for something. But this is the Goblin Gimmicks module. And we have like Mutation Formula right here. We also like a lot. And then we got Risky Business. Yeah, Risky Business right there behind them. I probably got to put Goblin Gimmicks back into one of these. But yeah, so we just have like this separate over here. So basically, it's just scenarios that I have like kind of more often here. And then we have Venom right here. What are these? So like this thing is like, so let me just pull this out. So here we got Rhino, and to separate Rhino from Claw, we have like Sandman, who's like in like this wrapper for something. Oh, I think there's like for sleeves. So we have like, yeah, Rhino, and I think there's like a sleeve for like penny sleeves or a I don't know what this thing is called, but yeah, we have like the Sandman card just in there to separate Rhino from Claw. So like I know I can just grab Rhino and then Claw like in the back there. So we just have this like this. It's kind of random stuff, guys. So not really any reasoning for that or any good reason at least. But yeah, so we got that there. We got some scenarios over here. And then for the other scenarios that don't fit in there, we have like the original box, right? So this is like Civil War, for example, and I just have all the cards in the box, right? So if I'm looking for like, Galaxy's Most Wanted, then I'll open that box for like those scenarios, something like that. So for Civil War here, we got, let's pull this out. We got Captain America, we got Iron Man, and we just have like the recommended modules already shuffled in there. So we have like New Avengers for like the Iron Man one, or the Captain America one, I mean. And for Iron Man, we got like Mighty Avengers, we got the Maria Hill module. Here we got Spider Woman and her encounter set and her module. So we just have these right here like this. And then here we have the Sins of SmackDown. I think it was easy to just put these cards with the Civil War ones because it's kind of just like the the leaders, right? The Civil War leaders. So we have She-Hulk here, and we got Vision right here. And then I think we have the rest in here, like Captain Marvel. So this one I have, oh, what is this? What's going on here, guys? I don't know what's going on. I'm scared. Okay, so let's see. Oh, these are the PvP stuff. So here we have some of the, I think these are the Senso SmackDown PvP stuff. So I haven't actually played She-Hulk and Vision in PvP, so I still have their cards just in this wrapper that I originally came with. And then we have the other PvP stuff, which I have played, you're choosing sides, and then the standard sets for PvP. And we have like the Captain America stuff sleeve, and then I have Captain Marvel in here in the back, just because I think I just randomly picked her to put in the box there, just because I don't want all the cards to get like all mixed up and scrambled. So we have all this right here for Civil War, and basically each expansion box can be pretty similar. And then if I have like modules that are like mutant modules, like mutant slayers or something like that, then I'll put it in one of the mutant boxes, and I just have to look for it basically each time whenever I want to do it. So yeah, I kind of remember like Sauron's like in the Mutant Genesis box, but that can be a pain in the butt. I definitely need to get another one of those big boxes here for the encounter cards. But I still have like all these expansion boxes because I still have cards in them. But hopefully, eventually, one day I will have them like separated and organized. And then for scenario packs, most of my scenario packs, like the hood, for example, we just still have the cards in it. So I just open it here in the clamshell, and then you just pull it out, and these are like the hood cards. So yeah, not the greatest way, but they're very easy for me to remember and to grab. So we have like all of his modules here, like Beastie Boys, and some of them aren't sleeved yet because I don't use them that often, I guess. So like the Streets of Mayhem right here, and thankfully in these clamshells they just all fit. So yeah, we just have them all right there. If I'm like, oh, I need to play the hood, I just find the hood, open him up, and then we can play him right here. He's not one of my favorite scenarios, so that's why he's still in here. If I liked him a lot, I probably would have just put him in the core box here because still have a little bit of room. But yeah, all right, guys, that is my super lazy store solution here going into 2026, storing all my cards for Marvel Champions. Let me know down in the comments what do you guys think about this. It's updated. Let me know if you guys are proud of me. I'm pretty proud of what this looks right now. I think it's a lot better than before. There's a lot of cards for Marvel Champions, and it's kind of tough to keep track of everything. But I think this is not that bad. So yeah, let me know down in the comments what is your store solution. And yeah, I hope you guys all like this video. see you guys all in the next one.